So in the previous video, I got the Platinum Trophy for Spider-Man Remastered, and I thought I would be original with my content. So I decided to play Spider-Man Miles Morales and get the Platinum Trophy. To do this, I have to get 50 trophies to get the Platinum. This includes completing the game, getting all the collectibles in the game, and playing the whole game again on New Game Plus. And because the game is so short, it only takes around about 20 hours to Platinum. And I just want to say thank you for all the love and support I got on the past two videos. They honestly did so much better than I ever thought they would. So if you want to see me get more Platinum trophies, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what games you want to see me get the Platinum for. But for now, let's get back into getting the Platinum Trophy for Miles Morales. Like the first game, we immediately get shown the web swinging, then we go straight into combat. God, I love this game's originality already. It's amazing. We then steer Rhino around a shopping center, which gave us 2 trophies in the first 7 minutes of playing the game. And then Miles does the most unnecessary backflip I've ever seen in my life. We then take down Rhino and get introduced to one of the villains of the game, Simon Krieger. After that, Pete tells Miles that he's going on a holiday with MJ for a bit, so he leaves him with a gift of a new suit, which is definitely a suit. Later in the story, we find out that Simon is trying to make a new energy called Nuform, which is basically just safer energy for the environment, I guess. And then we meet Finn, who is an old friend of Miles. Soon later, we get a trophy for purchasing our first suit mod. Later in the story, we are at an election campaign, so nothing bad would happen at a gathering with a lot of people, right? Wrong, the Underground starts to attack us. We then find out that the leader of the Underground is actually Finn, so that's great. And then halfway through all this drama, I get a trophy for, honestly, I have no idea what for, but we'll take it. Miles then discovers a new ability, which is turning invisible. We then see some cool transitions showing us the new suit for Miles. I then get a trophy for getting on a boat. Then I put a pause on the main story and went to go do some of the spider training simulators, which gave me a couple of trophies. I then got all the time capsules in the game, and then we saved this cat that got stolen by thugs, because that makes sense. I then finished all the app requests, which gave me a new suit and a trophy. I then get a trophy for doing 100 stealth takedowns, and then I get a trophy for equipping my first visor mod. After a bit, I finally head back to the main story and we find out that the Prowler is actually our uncle. We then infiltrate Roxxon to try and find Finn's old phone, and on this phone was a video of Finn's brother trying to shut down Roxxon's energy core because it turns out that it's actually making people sick. But Simon knew this was going to happen, so he ended up killing Finn's brother by blowing up the energy core. So because Miles now knows this, he collects all the energy from the energy core, but of course he can't handle all the energy, so he shoots it out, making a massive explosion. And then after completing the mission, we got a trophy. We then meet up with Finn and try and get into the Underground to figure out what they are really trying to accomplish. After getting into their hideout, we suit back up as Spider-Man and find a map containing all the Underground hideouts and the Gem Theater, which is where they hid the new form that they stole. Sin City was and then we get a trophy for completing that mission. I then spent some time getting some of the trophies that aren't in the main story, like doing a certain combination with the Venom abilities, getting a 100 times combo, finishing one of the side missions, finishing all the spider training challenges, defeating 50 enemies with the Remote Mind gadget. I also did some really cool boss fight with the holographic version of the Vulture, which ended in a trophy, and then another trophy with the Venom abilities, and then a trophy for completing a hideout without being detected, and for shutting down all the Roxxon labs. I crafted 10 upgrades, I completed all the Underground hideouts, I collected all the Underground caches, and unlocked my personal favourite suit. And then after 5 hours, I finally went back to the main story where we had to chase Finn around the city. She then finds out that Spider-Man is actually Miles, and now she is very, very upset. But we got a trophy. I then unlocked a collectible about finding some sound bites around the city, which I actually enjoyed, so I quickly finished them and got a trophy for completing it. We then meet up with Finn and put our differences aside because we both wanted the same thing, and that was to shut down Roxxon. But Rhino comes out of nowhere and takes us to the Roxxon headquarters. There we get greeted by Simon and then immediately get beaten by some Roxxon workers. But that doesn't matter because we got plot armor on our side and get out of custody. Then we go and beat Rhino, which gives us another trophy. trophy. But it turns out that Finn still has some beef with us, so she decides to beat us up and ditch us.
Women.
And after all that drama, Miles' mum finds out that he is Spider-Man. Then later in the story we get captured by Uncle Aaron and we have to fight our way out of there. And of course, we beat him first try. Wait, wrong clip. First try. And after defeating Uncle Aaron, we have a little flashback scene with Finn and we get a trophy for winning one of the mini games. After the flashback, we head back to the city where a full-on war has broken out between Roxxon and the Underground. Then we head to Roxxon Tower and have a final fight with Finn, which was actually a pretty difficult fight. After the fight, Miles collects all the energy in the energy core but couldn't hold on to it, so Finn launches him into the sky to let go of the energy, killing her in the process. And then we get the trophy for completing the main story. Oh, and in case you couldn't tell by now, we're playing Spider-Man Miles Morales. And now that we finished the story, it's time for the cleanup. I first got all the memories and completed all the districts. I then spent a very long time scrolling through the social feed, which gave me a trophy. I then customized a photo. I did all the bonus objectives in crimes, paid my tributes to Stan Lee. Miles went to go see his dad. I defeated 50 enemies while camouflaged. I unlocked every single skill. I performed 25 wall takedowns, defeated 100 enemies with the Venom abilities, performed 25 ceiling takedowns. I purchased all the suits in the game, and then of course it wouldn't be a Lodge 10 video without missing some of the trophies. So here are the ones that I forgot to record. And then for the final trophy, I had to play through the entire game on New Game Plus, which took me about 6 hours. But we got the trophy. And then the platinum popped right after. So that was it. That was the platinum trophy for Spider-Man Miles Morales. It was a very easy platinum with very small challenges. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to know when I upload my next video. And let me know in the comments what game you want to see me platinum next. But yeah, that was definitely one of the best DLCs I've played for a game. Huh? Oh, it isn't a DLC? Ah.